go. Oh, it's a pretty nice one. It's not hooked well. Come on. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into this one today. Unfortunately, the audio was super jacked up in the intro. However, you can see behind me that this river is finally down to fishable level. It's actually low enough for us to start fishing. I could not be more excited. You can also see that high water mark behind me. It is absolutely ridiculous. You can see I'm pointing to it right there. It is an additional 6 feet from where the water is now. So if you can imagine that water all the way up another 6 feet, pretty much to where I'm standing. You can see just to the left of my left shoulder there, you can see where the water was rushing. The flow was at over 1,500 when the high water was coming through, and during this outing it was only at 60 cubic feet per second. Hi, well, I think I've heard some cicadas in the tree, which is why I am tying on a cicada. And you already know, my favorite thing to do is to have a dropper behind that cicada, and I flipped a rock. There are a bunch of caddis pupa swimming around, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do cicada with caddis pupa off the back of that. Hopefully that'll be the ticket today. Hopefully I can catch a fish for the first time in like, I don't know, 5-6 months. Here is the caddis pupa I'm using. Just a little bit of green. Sometimes they're green, sometimes they're tan. The rock I flipped today was green, so here we are. Let's get it. All right. In we go. First cast, so that we can entice to the surface. Or to eat my low bug. Watercolor is very different since the winter. It's more bluey green. The only reason I have a cicada on here is because I heard a couple in a tree. Let's get around this old rock here. Oh, this is the best drift so far, for sure. It's a good spot. A near impossible cast here, but we'll make it work. You can use the river as your friend and aid. I think this entire river has changed, and I don't know if it's for the better or not. I don't know if these fish are in June mode yet. I think I had a taker come and look at the cicada. There's definitely something dead around, because it stinks, or maybe it's just the smell of the water coming down, but holy, it stinks. How's that look, world? Looks pretty freaking awesome. Stop fishing and start catching. That's what's about to start happening. Alright, well, I don't know about you, but I take breaking off as a sign. A sign that the flies I was using were wrong in the first place. And the method I was using was wrong, so here we are, nymph rig in hand. Wow, I don't have a lot of words. It's been a lot of that lately. I don't know what to do. This is where fish should be. They're not here. It doesn't make any sense. I am so defeated already. My indicator is giant. I need to downsize. It's that much I'll do. Sorry guys. Well, right as I said sorry guys, I hooked a fish and it went flying through the air and landed about 20 feet where I hooked it, right in front of a rock. Took the dropper. It's good to know there are fish in this river that are eating Big plus, big confidence boost. Let's go. Freaking right in front of this rock right here, there's a fish. Just right there. So, it wasn't big, but it was alive. It's on the end of my line, so can't complain at all. Got one. Let's go. Oh, it's a pretty nice one. It's not hooked well. Come on. Oh, baby. Let's freaking go, guys. I have fought so hard. Oh, look at this. Beautiful brown trout in the net. Let's go. Let's go. Finally. Thank you, fish. Thank you so much. Let's go, guys. On the caddis pupa. Look at that certified beauty. That's what did her in. That was nice. Can't ask for more than that. I mean, that was perfect. Right where that fish should have been. Finally, a fish is holding where it should be holding. That feels so good to finally get one in the net. Oh my gosh. Let's go. We're not going home with failure today. Not today. All right, I just kept moving up a little. Found a really good spot to fish here. Now that one fish was absolutely fantastic to get in the net. Like I said, that was the first fish I caught since, I think February was the last time I actually got out and caught a fish while fly fishing. I moved up, continued to fish, no luck. Thought it might have been my fly, so what do? You check a rock. You can see some 2 scuds on there and a PMD nymph crawling around. But switch in flies, and I continue to fish, but unfortunately that didn't change my luck. I ran into a guy who was fishing in front of me, and here's what happened. We're going. A little bit. Just down there a ways, but it's been tougher than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah, I got on a nymph rig with a big pheasant tail and a caddis.
Nice.
I caught 50 fish, so.
Really?
Tons of fish.
Jeez, nice. Are you headed out then?
Yeah.
Were you parked down at
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, thanks. Now, after talking to that kind gentleman on the river, I learned a few things. First, I learned what flies he was using and what flies he was really successful with. Obviously, I was struggling, so it was good to hear that somebody was catching fish. Another thing I learned, I didn't realize there was somebody in front of me. So all of the holes that I had been fishing that day had already been fished. Now, when you're on a small river like the one I was fishing this day, it's hard for those fish to reset when there's guys walking straight through the holes you're fishing. Now, I'm not saying that guy did anything wrong. I appreciate the feedback that he gave me and the knowledge of what fly to use. But what that did tell me was somebody had been where I was fishing just a few minutes before I fished it. I know those fish were pressured. It's harder to catch a fish when they're down, when somebody has walked right through their feeding lane. I then learned that was the situation of the day. I was in the right spot. I had the right flies. I was simply beat to where the fish were. All right, well, it sounds like the guy that was in front of me by probably 200-300 yards that I didn't know about had an absolute bomber of a day. Said he caught 50 fish. I'm over here struggling for one. Yeah, I'm kind of, that's the conclusion I'm coming to is it was pressured before me. Fish went down and they stayed down while I came through. And the ones that were up already were the ones that I hooked or the one that I landed. So that's kind of the conclusion I've drawn today. All right, ladies, gentlemen, we are concluding the fishing portion of today's fly fishing vlog. However, we're gonna rip home. We're gonna bump out a bunch of beadhead pheasant tails and anything else I really feel compelled to tie. So stick with it if you want to see some flies. If you don't, subscribe. I'll see you on the fly tying table, right? Wow, what a transition there, Brody. You're back in my apartment. And I'm gonna tie some flies. Let's go tie some flies. Here's a beautiful fly box that I have right here, that I have on me currently right here. Always gotta get your fly tying snack. And let's do it. Boom, here we are in my beautiful, oh, wait. Ah, there we are. All right, here we are, my beautiful fly tying station. It's actually not that beautiful, but it gets the job done. The fish I caught today was on a fly that I, in fact, tied myself. So, without further ado, I'm actually going to show you what it takes to tie one of those flies that I actually caught the fish on today. It was a caddis pupa, and I like to use some green wiring. Get that thing as green as humanly possible. There's actually a bunch of different colors and variations and different kinds of ways you can do what I'm doing right now. That's what I love so much about fly tying, is you can kind of do whatever you want, and as long as your end product looks somewhat like a bug that these fish are going to eat, you're golden. So for me, the caddis in the river where I was fishing today were green, not tan, and not like cream or anything. So luckily I have a bunch of green, or I used to have a bunch of green caddis. Right now I don't have these big fat tan caddis that I tried to tie for the weaver the other day, but kind of got destroyed. They didn't catch any fish, is the moral of the story. But like I said, I'm going to teach you guys how to do this. It's pretty straightforward. We're going to start off to size 18 hook. I use fulling mill. They're also barbless. Let me back that up. All right, so like I said, it was a size 16 fulling mill. These are the flies, or these are the flies. These are the hooks that I use. And then I've just got some 3 30-second sized bead heads. These ones are like a blackish, silvery, not silver, but blacker bead, which is nice. Snip it. That's what the finished product looks like. It's actually quite beautiful. These are so incredibly effective, and I love tying them because they're really actually pretty easy to tie. So, alright, so as you guys can see, I am lacking in the caddis department. These 2 whole rows, that's the last kind of decent caddis I have. Different kind of casing, more like dubbing, and this one's more like a wire caddis. The rest of my box, yeah, I know it's glorious. It looks pretty good. However, when it comes from caddis, when it comes to caddis, it's not the greatest. I'm gonna fill this thing up, so maybe not all the way, but you'll see in about 1 millisecond YouTube time and about 2 hours real life time, and you'll see this thing get filled. Hopefully, let's get it. And here we are. Here's the work I put in just now. This whole row of flies right here isn't the worst thing in the world. Got about 7 caddis that I caught the one on today on the top, and then some secret bugs down here on the bottom. But it was a good little tying session. Yeah. Alrighty guys, that is going to conclude the vlog for today. I'm trying to switch it from very specific challenge or specific content to simply bringing vlogs and bringing you guys with me, because that's really what I have enjoyed doing. I enjoy the challenge videos and stuff, especially when I'm snowboarding and stuff. But for fishing, I just enjoy bringing you guys with me, talking you through what I'm fishing, where I'm fishing, why I'm fishing it, that kind of stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Finally got a fish in the net. I think I'm going to go back out tomorrow,
try to get on some more fish. Try not to get behind somebody who had already fished out all the holes. That's an issue out here just with smaller streams or anywhere where you have a small stream, to be honest. If it's a little stream like that and somebody gets in front of you and is hitting all the holes before you, sometimes if they walk through it to go to the next hole, that hole can get blown out. The fish can get put down. They can get out of there. So that's what happened with me today. Don't care. Caught one fish. That's all I needed. I'm fired up, pumped up. Super motivated right now. Hope you guys enjoy. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Fishing vlogs coming out at least once a week, if not 7 times a week. That'd be crazy. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you guys in the next one.